Have you ever noticed something strange about yourself? You complain about your problems, but somehow you keep choosing the same problems again and again. Same toxic relationship, same job you hate, same habits that mess up your sleep, money, and mental peace. And the weird part, you say you want change, but when change actually shows up, you get uncomfortable. Welcome to the comfort zone of suffering. Yes, suffering has a comfort zone. And no, it doesn't come with a sofa and AC, but your brain treats it like home. Let me explain. Think about an old broken chair in your house. It squeaks, one leg is shorter, your back hurts when you sit on it, but you've been sitting on it for years. Now, someone brings you a brand new chair. Soft, perfect height, comfortable. What do? You sit on it for 10 seconds. Then you go back to the broken chair. Why? Because your body knows the broken chair. It's painful, yes, but familiar. That's exactly how the comfort zone of suffering works. Your mind prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar peace. If you grew up with criticism, chaos, or emotional stress, your brain learned this is normal life. So when life becomes calm, when people treat you well, when things go smoothly, your brain goes, something feels wrong. Where is the drama? And then, without realizing it, you create problems. You overthink, you pick fights, you procrastinate, you self-sabotage. Not because you love pain, but because your brain is addicted to what it knows. Here's a simple real-life example. Imagine a person who always complains, "Yeah, my job is terrible. My boss is toxic." One day they get a chance to switch jobs. Better salary, better environment. Sounds amazing, right? But suddenly, what if I fail? What if I don't fit in? What if it's worse? So they stay. Same suffering, different day. At least the suffering is predictable. That's the comfort zone. And here's the funny part. Your brain even rewards suffering. When you worry, your brain feels busy. When you struggle, your brain feels useful. When you complain, your brain feels heard. Peace feels boring to a stressed brain. Silence feels scary. Stability feels suspicious. Your brain is like, no problems? Are we dead? That's why some people feel restless on holidays. That's why some people miss toxic people. That's why some people feel uncomfortable when life is actually going well. Now, let's talk about relationships. Ever noticed how some people are attracted to emotionally unavailable partners? They say, why do I always fall for the wrong person? Because chaos feels familiar. If love in your past meant anxiety, waiting, proving yourself, then calm love feels strange. Your mind says, this doesn't feel intense enough. But what it really means is, this doesn't feel painful enough. Drama becomes passion. Anxiety becomes love. Suffering becomes connection. Crazy, right? But also very human. The comfort zone of suffering is not stupidity. It's survival programming. Your brain learned, I survived this before, I can survive it again. But survival is not the same as living, and here's the truth nobody tells you. Leaving the comfort zone of suffering feels worse before it feels better. Peace feels empty at first. Healthy routines feel boring. Good relationships feel awkward. You'll feel like, why am I not feeling excited? Because your nervous system is detoxing from chaos. It's like when you stop eating junk food. Salad tastes boring for a while, but your body slowly thanks you. Same with your mind. Growth feels uncomfortable not because it's wrong, but because it's new. And new things scare a brain that survived on old pain. So how do you break this pattern? First, notice it. When you're about to choose pain again, pause and ask, is this familiar or is this healthy? Second, get comfortable with boredom. Peace won't give you adrenaline, stability won't give you drama, and that's okay. Third, stop romanticizing struggle. You don't need to suffer to be strong. You don't need pain to be meaningful. You don't need chaos to feel alive. Sometimes healing feels like doing nothing dramatic, just consistently choosing better. And lastly, be patient with yourself. If you've lived in survival mode for years, you won't switch to peace overnight. You'll go back to the broken chair sometimes. Just don't stay there forever. because the comfort zone of suffering may feel safe, but it slowly steals your happiness, energy, and future. And you don't deserve a life that you're just surviving. You deserve a life you actually enjoy, even if your brain needs some time to believe that. So next time life feels calm and your mind says, something's wrong, smile and say, no, something is finally right. And that's where real growth begins.